My man. Anyway, what's going on, E-World? It's your boy, Chris, from Chris's Crossing Wire YouTube channel. Welcome to my EV bike shop / warehouse distribution plant factory. And over here we have my shipping department, and we received some parts came in today, and I got some other stuff came in over there for some other stuff, secret project for Frank. Oh, Frank got some packages, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. Right now, I just want to say, give you a heads up. The Super73 parts have arrived. For the most part, let's see. As you can see, that is the motor down there, and I guess there's some little parts in there, and some other stuff in this little box. We'll go through that, but mainly hardware, and I guess sensors, brake wires, and all that other stuff. And meantime, let me show you this. This right here is the controller that I use. Same as the controller I use on Frank. Frank's controller looks exactly like this. Same size, same everything. The only thing, this is not the right controller, and we got to send it back because this controller is only for 48 volts, and this is a 72 volt system it's going to be, so they sent out the wrong controller. So they're sending the right one. I got to send this one back. But take a look. You cannot beat this controller for the money. This controller costs $80, and look at it. It resembles a little small Sabaton. This is no doubt in my mind, if not the best, one of the best budget economical controllers you can get. No doubt about it. And it's called Yanzi or something. This one's called Brain Power because it's the wrong model. But yeah, the one I have in Frank looks exactly like this, except it goes up to 84 volts, which is the full charge for a 72 volt system. And that's the highest that controller can handle under its current conditions, as it's got 100 volt caps in it. Now you can modify this controller by adding some higher voltage caps, and it should be able to take a little more volts, but we're not going to do that to this build or Frank. I told you, Frank might be getting a far driver or something else, or a Sabaton. We'll see. We ain't figured that out yet. But difference being, the Sabaton comes with the motor that I ordered for Frank, 150 amp Sabaton. And the only thing is, I'm not sure if that Sabaton can handle 120 volts, which is what Frank's next upgrade will be. Frank is going to 120 volts, and I've already discussed that in another video, talking about how going to a higher voltage will draw less current, and we going for high speed and range, so we're going with higher voltage. But anyway, back to this controller, the budget controller, and basically the heart of Frank. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, for the money, like I said, this is an $80 controller, but I mean, look at it. Look at it. You're not going to find another controller in this category that can output the amount of current and handle amount of volts that this controller can handle. I have some other budget cheap controllers over here somewhere. Well, I had some. Okay, here's some. And look at them. This is one. And this is about as good as it gets for cheap Chinese controllers. Look at the size of that. And look at the size of that. Okay, see the difference? Here's another factory controller. Look at that. It's another factory controller, came off a factory e-bike. This right here is a Super 73 controller for you Super 73 fans. Actually, this is the controller that came off of the Super 73 we're working on. But it's getting ready to get this one. Tell me which one you think is going to have the better output, fellas. But anyway, yeah, 80 bucks. I guarantee you, this Super 73 controller, it probably costs $400 or $500. Who knows? I ain't even gonna waste my time pricing it. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go with this. And like I said, believe me, fellas, you need to take my recommendations seriously. It's not like I'm guessing about any of this stuff. I went through about I went through about 4 or 5 budget controllers until I finally came up with one, which is that one, that will do just as good a job as one of those $500 or $600 controllers. Definitely will output just as much as one of those $200 or $300 controllers. And I mean, for 80 bucks, come on now, where they do that at? And like I said, this Super 73 build is all about showing you guys how to use some inexpensive equipment, but get some very good performance out of it. And I'll show you when I'm done. That's the rim and the motor down there. I also have, this is the wire I'm going to be using for the phase wire. Now, look at how thick it is compared to the phase wire that comes on this motor. If you can see it, that's the phase wire that's coming on this motor. And this is a 1500 watt motor. This is the same motor that's on frame. It's rated as a 1500 watt motor. But if you know anything about these motors, you know that the motors can always accept and handle a lot more power than they're rated at. In fact, it's all up to the controller and your battery system. But back to this. This is the cable I'm going to use to upgrade the phase wires so we can deliver about 3,500 watts to that motor. If you look inside, you see it has 3 wires. 3 wires, which I want to use for the phase wires. And they are all 10 gauge. 10 gauge wires, and the ones that come on that 1500 watt motor are 18 gauge. Big difference in the amount of current flow. So that's it. I got a couple other things in here. There's some wire ties, some heat shrink, some 3M. That's those battery packs for the Gigabyte that I'm getting ready to finish up this evening. Put that together. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. So just an update. Stay tuned. The Super 73 72 volt 40 mile per hour economy build is going down. Deuces. Oh, by the way, one more thing I left out. This comes inside the motor kit we got. And this is the controller that comes with that kit. Now, if you guys remember, I told you I'm not going to use this controller. This controller is a 35 amp controller. We just bought this kit because it's an inexpensive kit, and you know, that was a pretty good way to get that motor. And this kit is not going to go to waste, as it has everything else that it needs to. This guy, he's going to build his son, well, he's going to convert his son's little bike over to electric. So we're going to use the kit for his son's conversion. So none of that's going to waste. But anyway, you see the difference there in the controllers. Look at the thickness on that one, and look at the thickness on that one. And this controller has the same MOSFETs as a Sabaton. So, like I said, best bang for your buck. Alright, once again, deuces. We out.